Hey, how you doing? Back for another week, another DK vlog for you. It's amazing here, I'm so incredibly excited. And now that we have a much deeper team, more bench strength, as I would like to say, we really are starting to understand how to use everybody that's at our disposal and how to ensure everybody is playing to their strengths. So this has been highlighted, for instance, this week with Zohar, who has come on board solely to work with the app company, but obviously brings a huge amount of technology skills to the party. And by being in the same office and by hanging around with everyone at Tab, the lending operation, we've seen some things that we can do to really make a difference to everybody's day-to-day life, to our customers and to our funders and to all the people that we need and we rely upon. So you'll see some snippets of that. We've got another new starter.
I'm Nick Russell. I'm the new sales director for Tab Lending.
Welcome everyone to Nick Russell. Nick is back. We've worked together before. We worked together extremely successfully before.
I've known Duncan indirectly since we were very young. Grew up in a very sort of similar area. We got introduced 6 or 7 years ago. I had some property background. He was looking to expand his company back then, which was West One.
And I think that Tab is very lucky to have Nick, and I'm very proud to present him as our new Director of Sales, Sales Director, meaning that he will really be on the front line.
I think as long as you can be honest, I'm going to be on call 24/7 because ultimately service is one of the most important things, and actually communication. You know, I think brokers they want to know what's going on. You know, there's nothing worse than being left in the dark.
He will hopefully become the face of Tab Lending, or at least another face, and to that end, you'll see some video footage this week of Nick introducing himself. So Josh Morhaim has also been in the office this week. Josh carries out a lot of valuations for the lending company. He goes out and independently assesses every property that we lend against. And this week's vlog is a little bit more focused on the lending company, and I think the lending company deserves some airtime. We've started from nothing almost 12 months ago. We've lent nearly £10 million since we started. We have 50 private funder clients now signed up, looking to invest their money into these loans. We have loans on the book. We have customers who we're engaging with all the time. We are raising cheaper funding from alternative sources, which allows us to be much more competitive to the market and to offer an even better service and an even better solution to your lending requirements. So I think you can expect to see much more from the lending company. Loads of podcast news as well. I think season 2 is probably coming to an end. I think that will finish with at least 1, possibly 2 more episodes next week. So also, I think it's just quite interesting because I am documenting my journey. So I am living all of these crazy ideas and things that I'm trying to do out in the world. I'm not hiding anything. I believe wholeheartedly in building trust and transparency. And what's interesting is I've started to understand more about what this content creation means and who's going to consume it, how they're going to consume it, how we capture their data and then retarget people that are interested. So you will start to see some subtle changes. I think these videos will be more focused around Duncan Krieger and my job and why I'm doing this, and I think the Tab story will start to be defined in more detail, potentially posted it on different channels at different times. And as always, I would really appreciate if you could just take the time to leave me a little comment wherever you're watching, like, subscribe, yada yada, bibbidi bang, and then we all know where we stand. That's it. Thanks. See you next week.